Big news sending shockwaves through the NBA today, and it's all happening right here in Denver. Thank you for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5 this Tuesday. I'm Jessica Porter.
And I'm Micah Smith. In a stunning move, just 1 week before the playoffs, the Denver Nuggets have fired head coach Mike Malone and general manager Calvin Booth. The decision comes as the team rides a 4-game losing streak, falling quickly in the Western Conference standings with only 3 games to go in the regular season.
In a statement released today, the Nuggets said, quote, "This decision was not made lightly and was evaluated very carefully, and we do it only with the intention of giving our group the best chance of competing for the 2025 NBA championship and delivering another title to Denver and our fans everywhere."
We have live team coverage. Let's start with sports director Lionel Bienvenu breaking down what is next for the Nuggets heading into the playoffs.
So, Lionel, the Nuggets have gone from second in the West just 2 weeks ago to fourth, and they could fall to the 8th seed if they don't turn things around quickly.
Yeah, and that is exactly why Nuggets Vice Chairman Josh Kroenke made this move today. 3 games left to go. Kroenke did not see Malone being able to pull this team out of the funk and be able to make a run to the finals this year. Kroenke saw a team, like a lot of us saw, that looked like it was disconnected from the head coach, not playing with fire and energy and urgency, and of course not playing defense either. If the Nuggets weren't going to win a championship this season, then Kroenke was probably going to fire Malone and Calvin Booth after the season anyway. So he decided to do it now and see if the move can light a fire under the players, give them a jolt of energy under interim head coach David Adelman, who, by the way, is well-liked, very popular with the players, because listening to Malone the last few weeks, he sounded defeated. It sounded like he had lost the locker room and the players, and Josh Kroenke made the move.
I think that there's more to that group than has been accomplished so far. How much more is in that group? I don't think that, I know the answer to that. I don't think anyone knows the answer to that. But I think I have a belief that there's more in that group that can be accomplished, and I look forward to seeing what they can do.
So on the surface, yeah, shocking, especially right now. But what lies beneath, Kroenke's looking to the future. Not the last 10 years under Malone, not the championship less than 2 years ago. Pro Sports is, what have you done for me lately, and what will you do in the future? And that's the bottom line in what happened today. We'll see what the future holds.
All business, nothing personal. Thank you, Lionel. Denver 7's Danielle Kreuter is talking with fans about the big shakeup in the team's leadership.
Danielle, these firings are a hard pill to swallow for fans who are around during that 2023 championship win.
Oh, that was so fun, right? And as you can imagine, every fan that we spoke to today said they were shocked by the news. Whether you agree the move was necessary or not, I don't know if anyone was expecting to hear this news today. Superfans we spoke to are just left scratching their heads.
How the heck do you fire the winningest/greatest coach in Nuggets history that he was able to do that what all the other coaches never got to do, and that was to coach the Nuggets to an NBA championship?
All of the things that I've seen and heard about him, super approachable, and so I think there's a connection there that he has with the fans that's different from other coaches, and so I think in there you can possibly find the disappointment, the outrage.
I also sat down with the folks at DNVR Sports, and like Lionel was mentioning, one of the hosts agreed, saying the move itself may not be all that surprising to try to get the Nuggets to the championship.
There still is a lot of talent on this team. I do think there's a better shot it comes together now than I did this morning, because it wasn't going to happen, I don't think, the way it was trending. And I think ownership recognized that. And now I at least think there's still not a great chance they win a championship, but I think it's a better chance than it was previously.
He went on to say that Mike Malone obviously will forever be a Denver sports legend for the work that he did with this team. And that's something we've heard come up over and over again, talking with fans, that Coach Malone will definitely be missed. Reporting live, I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver 7.
Danielle, thank you. And we're continuing to follow the Nuggets bombshell announcement on air and online. The easiest way to follow, by taking out your phone and scanning the QR code on your screen. It'll take you to denver7.com, where we have the latest from the team and much more.